We will all die. I know that was dark, but Code Black, the whole thing of it compared to Cells at Work, because Cells at Work, season 1 and season 2, the body's fairly healthy. Besides cancer, which I've heard there's a common practice of people who have cancer who like are healthy and then just they have cancer. So you can get that for like a number of reasons, body. But like the body's mostly healthy. Besides like a couple of cuts, bruises, bacteria there, bacteria there. Not probably the most healthiest person, but probably at least a healthy person, right? So when it came to this, one of the things that was interesting is this body is not healthy. It is in fact sort of dying, with a lot of things going wrong, and I like it. I like the idea that like it builds up to this crash, which I'll talk about later, but it slowly does that through certain like things like that. This is also more not adult, but adult as in like graphic. There's a lot of stuff. Do you know what? You have a lot more. This is the last non-spoiler thing, but I would like to put it to this because of certain episodes I bring up. You have a lot more adult things like certain things that I can't say because this might be on YouTube and I can't say certain things, but you have that. But then you also have like digestion. You have alcohol, which I'm just going to say, which is in this. Also, don't be that. But it is shown in this dark way. It also shows each time, whereas like liver's dying, kidneys dying. A lot of them is like this, and even at one point, because like a lot of the time you see red blood cells die, and in the original series they're like die, and then they don't exist. You have a couple of my names. You have the red blood cell, their senpai, and their person who later gets trained by them, which is really fun. You also get like a human cell, but besides that, a lot of the cells that usually die are unnamed. Unlike this series, where straight up this person goes into the void. Which is dark, but really needed for what the series is. I also like, one of the things that they do is that they have this thing with, what is it? They have this thing where later on in the series, straight up his heart stops. And all functions just turn off. I was like, wait, are we dying? And like afterwards, it's like, you die. And then it's like, well, maybe I should actually exercise less. Because I like that idea, being like, oh, I was a person who ate a bit too much, drank a bit too much, and then died, most likely through like a heart attack. I don't know how specifically, because again, I'm not a doctor. Good night. But overall, they died. Which is dark, but it's really interesting for the story. Because, like, I'm not gonna give up. And you have the chant of, like, keep going. And then, like, it improves. And then the moment, because you have the thing with, like, the gut and the video being like, I remember all your names. And then you have him at the moment being like, I don't care. And you get the game when he's training someone. He's like, don't worry. He does that to everyone. They walk being like, it's like, da-da-da. As soon as you run, it's like, he remembered your name. It's like, that's not a thing he does. Not anymore. It's like, you've actually made an impact. And it's so amazing. But the one thing which I'm going to say is I love the contrast with, because the first one is a good series, but it's mostly here's what the disease does, here's what the things do, here's your precautions. This is what happens when your body is pushed to limits it shouldn't be pushed to. This is why you don't push your body to certain things. It starts breaking down. It starts not working. There's like white blood cells that aren't there. And it's bad. And that's why I like it. Because, like, this is what happens if you go too far. And that's why I think it's amazing. I hope you enjoy, and good night. Well, this is really good.